Hello, welcome to my live trade session. It is Monday, March 25th, 6:38 a.m. Market just opened 8 minutes ago. I just went ahead and filmed and posted my pre-market analysis. Now we are getting straight into things. Now, just as a recap, for those who missed the pre-market analysis, we are both bearish on the 4-hour, we're both bearish on the S&P and NASDAQ, which are the two pairs I trade, or two, instruments I trade. Bearish on the 4-hour, for filling in this very large candle from news last week. Bearish on the 1-hour. This is a high up here. This is at this 50% mark. This is priced at this is a discounted price. Ultimately, since we're bearish on the 4-hour and the 1-hour, oh, by the way, this is SPX. Being that we're bearish on the 4-hour and the 1-hour, looking for price to pull up, sweep up this 1-hour high. This is a 4-hour high here as well. Would love to see price come up here, sweep these highs before giving us a sell back down. It is kind of a ways away. So I also marked out this 50% GAN box just because if price pulls into this 50% mark, it's considered a discounted price, so we could see some rejection out of there as well. I'd be looking for my entry on the 5-minute, by the way. We did get this 5-minute break of structure to the upside over here. So we'll see if price continues to go higher. Now on NASDAQ, it's not pulling up as much or at all, but we're still bullish on the 4-hour. Bearish on the 4-hour. Bearish on the 1-hour. This candle closes in 20 minutes. Something's telling me that this candle is going to close bearish, so this will be a new 1-hour high. I'll mark that out, though, in the next 19 minutes when this candle closes. I would like that because then we have just a higher probability that price could pull up to sweep this high versus pulling up all the way in here. But I marked out the same exact thing. From this high to this low, 50% GAN box, price could come up and fill in these fair value gaps while pushing up into this 50% mark to give us a discounted price for price to reject out of and continue its bearish trend. So that is where we are at. We will have to wait and see what price wants to do. I'm also whispering, it feels like, because I don't know if you've noticed, but I've been gone for the last 2 weeks. Last week I was in Miami. I just got back yesterday evening at 4 p.m. my time. And I am exhausted. Not gonna lie, I am exhausted. I went to bed at 9 p.m. last night and did not wake up at all in the middle of the night. And then, so yeah, last week I was in Miami. I didn't take any of my stuff to film. I was in Miami for work, which was a lot of fun. It was also Miami Music Week, so there was just a lot of fun to be had, and I had all the fun that I could possibly have. But I barely traded last week. I think I took one trade on Tuesday in my hotel while I was getting ready to go into the office, but I closed. Actually, on this call, I can go over what was happening. I can review that Tuesday trade because it actually, if I stayed in it, it would have hit my take profits, but I'll let you know. I'll fill you in terms of why I closed that trade. And then, anyways, that was last week. So I didn't trade. I was traveling. I just wasn't filming. And then the week before that was daylight savings. And not going to lie, waking up hella early to film just was not in the cards for me. That was like 2 weeks ago at this point. But yeah, I took some trades, but I took them from bed and I was not filming myself. So, can you tell this is my first day back? I'm exhausted. Also, my light died. So, like, the quality of this video is definitely not the best, but we are here. We are showing up at the end of the day. It's just about getting back on the bike. Doesn't matter how it looks as long as we get back on. And that's what we're doing. So that is what I'm looking at right now for NASDAQ and S&P. I'm not sure if we have any news. Let's check it out. Literally zero news. So that is great, I guess. No news today, so we will wait and we will see what price wants to do. It's 6:45 right now, so we've got that 10 a.m. mark in 15 minutes. So I'll come back at that point and see where we're at. All right, it is 10 a.m. on the dot, or 7 a.m. for me. On the S&P, I marked out this 15-minute high just because I wanted to see price sweep it, and that it has. Also, we are now bullish on the 15-minute. I think we've been bullish on the 15-minute, but we're bullish on the 15-minute. So that kind of tells me that price is wanting to go a little higher, or it could go higher. It could have just made this bullish structure to sweep this high. So we'll keep our eye out for that. Price is fairly close to pulling back into this discounted price, though, so I also want to pay attention to that. Whereas NASDAQ on the 1 hour, this candle closed bearish, so this in fact didn't mark a new 1 hour high, but this was 1 hour low. It swept this 1 hour low. Pulled up to sweep this 15-minute high. And now price is kind of making a move to the downside. On the 15-minute, though, let me go back to that. Nah, still bearish on the 15-minute. So we'll see. We're still, it swept this 15-minute high, but we're still bullish on the 5-minute. So not much to see yet. I am liking S&P a little bit more just because we are closer to this 50% mark. Would love to see price push up, fill in this 15-minute fair value gap, and then give us some movement to the downside. So we'll see. All right, so I'm taking a look at ES, and it has pushed into not only the 50% mark of this scan box, but also into this 1 hour fair value gap, which also happens to be obviously a 15-minute fair value gap. So all of the inefficiencies or fair value gaps, I kind of use them interchangeably. They're really not the same, but have been filled on ES. So if I drop down to the 5 minute, we got a little bit of rejection out over here. This 5 minute high was swept. The next 15-minute high is up here. If I drop down to the 1 minute, which I don't typically do, you can see that a new low was created and I think a break of structure as well. Nah. And price is pushing higher. So we'll see if it wants to take out this 15-minute high here. Let's delete this. Oh. Ultimately, I'm just waiting for price to continue to sweep out these highs and then give us rejection from one of these highs. I do like the fact that it is moving though, because I didn't think price would get this high. Filling in this gap here. Next 15-minute high is here on NASDAQ. So we'll see what price wants to do. Okay, so I like the movement that we're getting right now. Price made a new low here on the 5 minute for SPX. So ultimately waiting for price to break this 5 minute low before actually like seriously looking for an opportunity, which we might get with this candle close. So we'll see. And then same thing here with NASDAQ. Price made a new low here, which I would like to see broken before looking for any sort of opportunity. This was a 15-minute high. I'm just going to go ahead and delete this. I'm also going to delete it from the S&P. So yeah, honestly, there's really not much. There's really not much else to be looking at right now. It's a little after an hour after market open. So we'll see. I'm also paying attention to the 1 hour. Price pulled into this 1 hour fair value gap and have this very strong wick rejection out. This 1 hour candle closes in 21 minutes, and I would like to continue to see this large wick rejection. Same thing here on NASDAQ. Price came up, filled in both of these 1 hour gaps. We have a good wick rejection here as well. Would love to continue to see that. And whoa. And that's it. Really just looking for price to close below these 5-minute lows. Although we have not gotten our sweep of, okay, so this just closed, did not give us, both of these 5-minute candle closed and did not give us a break structure to the downside. But why I'm even looking at this as an opportunity, if we do get a sweep below, a break of structure below, even though we haven't swept these 1 hour highs, because on the 1 hour, I marked out this scan box. Price has filled into this 50% mark, which I like. Price has also pulled up into this 1 hour order block, which I like. In addition to that, we have some pretty good wick rejection here on the 5-minute. Again, just waiting for price to break below this low. If it does, great. Then all of those, everything I just shared is reason for me enough to get into a trade opportunity. Although our 1 hour highs have not been swept, and pretty much the same exact thing for ES. But the next 20 minutes will be telling, because if we don't have this wick anymore and we have this like very long, strong bullish candle, then I may just, it's just more reason for me to sit on my hands. So that is what we're looking at, ladies and gents. And again, we've got 19 minutes until this new 1 hour candle closes. All right, we're getting some movement to the downside, which we like to see. This candle closes in about 2 minutes, so I would love to see price close below this low, and then I would be looking for more confluences for entry. Same here on SPX. Would love to see price close below this low, and then I'd be looking for more confluences. I also have another computer up right here because this is my live account that you guys are seeing, and then I'm also trading on a challenge account, and I'm doing that on TradingView because that's my only option. So if you see me like looking over here, that's just because I'm looking over at another screen. Okay. So let's see what price wants to give us. Got a little less than 1 minute. I feel like price is teasing me, and I don't have another option besides to just wait, which is, I mean, it is what it is, but it's just kind of annoying. Oh my gosh. I keep pausing the video and just like resuming when I see some action because I just hate sitting here and like in silence, to be honest. I mean, I don't mind it, but like as a viewer, if I were viewing this, like I would not want to just like sit here in silence. So that's why I keep pausing it, and I'm keep getting teased by price because it's just not breaking below the new lows that it's wanting to make. This candle closes in 3 minutes, so we'll see. Okay, just because I've got life to live and things to do, I am going to end this live trade session. Ultimately, price is not wanting to, I don't see anything. It's not giving me what I need it to give me, what I need for it to give me. So that's it for today's live trade session. Price is using this morning New York session to just pull back, which is fine. But I will be back for a post-market recap later today after market closes in a few hours, just to review what price did. So that's it. And that's all for today's live trade session. A little anticlimactic, but it is what it is. We're back, baby. We are back in action. I am back to filming these videos every day, my pre-market analysis, live trade calls, as well as my post-market recaps, or at least the days that I am up and trading. That's when these videos will be uploaded. So I appreciate you. Thank you. If you were able to capitalize on an opportunity today, let me know in the comments below. I missed y'all. And I don't foresee myself taking off 2 weeks again, at least in the near future. So again, I hope you had a very successful trading day, and I'm looking forward to seeing what the markets bring for this week. But until then, I will see y'all in the post-market recap that will be coming later today. Bye.